Alright, so we got Ajbomba as the Ottomans. And we got the Chinese fellow there playing as well Chinese. A Chinese person playing as Chinese, folks. Very original. Very original. the Peking duck playing as the Peking duck, yeah. So, Ottomans send up their trading posts and their mosque so they can maximize their experience points for the upcoming fight. Whereas the Chinese are going to build their trading posts up here so they can get their stuff established here for the fight. Should be pretty good. So, yeah, I think we're going to run into a similar situation as the last game. And funny enough, China's also in this position where Ottomans are in this position again. Yeah, so what's going to happen is Ottomans are either going to go for a really solid fast fortress or fast industrial, or they're going to just overwhelm the Chinese with really strong units like we saw in the last Ottoman versus Chinese 2 matches ago. So, yeah, it's really hard for Chinese to compete with the Ottomans just because the Ottomans are so strong with their units. They're above average, and then Chinese units are below average. Right, the only units of China which are above average are the Iron Flail and the Meteor Hammer, but those are both handcaps. They don't have any really good stuff until Industrial Age, when they can use that card to make their Chukanus and Quangs have 50% more stats. Once they get to that point, yeah, China looks a little bit nicer, but that's Industrial Age. You're kind of a sitting duck up until that point, yeah. Alright, so it looks like this Ottoman will be fighting in the Second Age. The deck is called Age 2. So, ideally this Ottoman will be playing around their 5 Janissary, their 7 Delhi, and their 3 Delhi, their 5 Janissary, and their 7 AZAP cards here. Their resource crates, and try to fight out with probably double barracks Janissary. Whereas the China is playing, I don't know what this Chinese text is, but to me, it looks like either Age 2 or Age 3. Does have a full plethora of Age 2 cards though, so if they do try to fight it out early, they at least have the cards in their hand to pull it off. Yeah, that's at least a good thing for them, pretty much. Yeah, definitely. So, going with the French allies there, going to pick up the 400 food crates so they can age up with the porcelain tower. And then we'll see the next part of the fight commence, where we know for certain if Ottomans will be doing a fast fortress or they'll be sticking to the double barracks Janissary. You have a huge archive of games from this era. Love that. Oh yeah, no, this is from a tournament actually. This is from the PK Player Killers Clan tournament. And you know what actually happened was that they came to me and said, why don't you basically do the rest of these games? And they promised to, compensate me for it somehow. So that's why I'm doing it, because they're like, we really want these being done. You've already done 98% of our games casted so far, so why don't you do the rest of them? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I've been loving this PK Player Clans tournament a whole lot because frankly we've had some really skilled players here. Tons of skilled players, so it's been quite nice, yeah. So anyways, back to the match. The Chinese are going Porcelain Tower, so they are looking to go Fast Fortress, or at least something like that. Whereas Ottomans going up with Core Master. So Core Master, that's a good sign for a double barracks Janissary, especially if that's what the deck is calling for here. Going 5 Uruks, and got the villagers even here in front in the middle of the mine here, so likely the double barracks is going to happen somewhere around in this periphery here. That's why the villas are already situated over there, picking up some coin. He's also going to make a moheber here. So, interestingly enough, some people in these matchups where they build a church, early on, particularly the Ottomans when they had the mosque, will train a single moheber to take out the explorer and prevent them from getting treasures and prevent them from support. Because, as you know with the Chinese, their explorer is very tough, it has a chance at critical strikes, and can basically, even have the chance to create new units of disciples. So it's very important that basically use that Mohaber to try to wipe out that explorer and make it less likely for the enemy to be able to fight him, right? Right now, the Chinese are going to use their time to actually chase down the Mohaber assassin and wipe him out, yeah. Get a nice 14 XP from that, not bad. Alright, however, the Ottomans are beginning their double barracks janissary setup. Chinese at this point are going to probably try to raid over here with step riders and try to move and peel the janissaries away from attacking, perhaps. We'll have to see if that's true. 700 coin coming in from the Ottomans so they can maintain gold. Probably once we see a foundry go up, that'll go right into Abbas guns, most likely. Should be quite nice. Okay, so here comes these step riders right there, and they're going to press around to the villas, yep. Start torching the house there, very good. And now we'll see what's going on in this position, very great, yep. Alright, janissaries are currently being pressured right now, as you can tell. Not good. Good at all, yeah. Okay, step rise coming in for some good pressure there, very nice. Alright, going for diplomatic intrigue for 300 export. Ending relations go to Brits and then going up to the Confucian camp. Kind of the same old situation with the last game, right? Yep. Double barracks Jans pressing the opponent, Chinese, while they're trying to do a fast fortress. However, it looks like here he's going to be using his step riders to stall and maybe even take out this batch of janissaries. The explorer is still alive since that Mohaber was wiped out, so these janissaries will be going down, yeah. That one's down, and then this one here. Beautiful. Okay, so that's actually really good this time because now these janissaries are acting alone against the town center cover fire there. And that's going to effectively allow Chinese to maybe even wipe these ones out, right? But unfortunately for them, another batch of janissaries is on the way there, yeah. So it's a bit complicated. It's a bit complicated this time, yeah. So Disciples trying to do some hand attack. Okay, so the Arquebusiers are down, but now he's got some hand units to stall, which is great this time, because last time what happened was, in the last game, you remember, notice how the Janissaries went right up against the Arquebusiers and went in the melee, but because the Explorer is still alive, is acting as a meat shield and preventing the Janissaries from pressing onto the Arcs, allowing the Arcs to stand safely in the back and finish them off. And now they'll be able to chase off these ones too. So this China's doing a lot better now, because now this China can also train about 6 red codes from the console with the export, plus they're going to receive 9 from intervention. So they got a nice burly batch of muskets and about 8 arquebusiers. And pretty soon after that, we probably can expect a shipment of 10 arquebusiers to come out. And now that would put the China in a good spot, right? Yep, very much so. So I think the Chinese are actually looking pretty good right here, you know? And this is why I always say, you probably shouldn't be fighting the Chinese as the Ottomans in H2. Just stomp them with the fast fortress. You're making it much harder on yourself by trying to fight them out in H2. And that's why I think it's coming true here, because this China, at least, was a bit better with the unit management, had the step riders there, so, yeah. Looking a lot nicer for them. Also, they're going to start rushing the barracks as well, which I think is a great move. They're going to get a ton of XP off of wiping out a barracks there. Oh yeah, look at how much XP he got from that. Great, great stuff. I mean, now he can garrison and get some more units. He can get like 10 arquebusiers out of the home city, right? Yep, 10 arquebusier. This is a good timing here, and then he can fall back and wipe him out. Sandwich him. Yeah, he's going to come right back. He's going to force him to fight, and then he's going to wipe out a huge batch of the Janissaries. So this is the rare instance where Ottomans, I think, go for the wrong strategy, and then China reaps the reward for it. Yeah, that's what we're seeing here right now. Because Normally, Ottoman, what you want to do is go Fast Fortress, get Safahi, Falconet, and then China just sees and cries. But now, you got this situation where they're not doing that, and they're actually giving the Chinese a chance to fight on equal terms with H3 units against H2 Ottoman units, and it's, you know, not going to. Okay, so the Redcoats coming in here to, up, watch out, melee, micro. Because all you have to do is get rid of these delis, and I think you're all set. Okay, it's good. All right, it's over. It's over. The China's won. China has won the match because he's gonna get another shipment now, probably meteor hammers, and then he's gonna have the flying crow coming right in too. So, and then he's gonna be pretty close to getting another batch of redcoats. So I think this was an easy win here. Not an easy win, but it was definitely a very good situation for the Chinese here. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing pretty good right now, honestly. Big time. So, yeah, it should go pretty good, yeah. Definitely. Oh, perfect timing there for the beer hammers. Wow. I think the flying crow can survive that, right? Yeah, no. Oh, no, he's going to lose it. Oh, that's unfortunate. But hey, the mirror hammer's at least going to get the delis now. Very nice. Yeah, mirror hammer's one of the few elite units China gets, so they should have no problem being these delis. Very good. All right. That's over. It's over. China has the high ground against Ottomans, which is like super duper rare, but in this case it ended up working out. Yeah, very good, big time. GG, yeah. Good. That is a very rare situation where you see China overcoming the Ottomans. Absolutely rare, yeah.